It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the 49ers and the Bills on Sunday night primetime.
Winter is just around the corner as you get a look at Highmark Stadium just south of Buffalo, New York. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in off the extended break from the bye.
I think it was much needed as well. You play 2.5 months, you're ready for some time off to get set.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Well, now how about this return? And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. They'll be commanded by their 6'3" quarterback from Central Michigan, Cooper Rush.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, it's the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Rush to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Make it 2 weeks in a row now. He's kind of been Johnny on the spot. A fumble recovered last week, and now 2 in a row.
Reminds me a little bit of an old teammate of mine. We used to call him the Vulture because he would swoop in and clean up after the play was made. But, boy, we said it with a lot of affection because he made a lot of game-changing plays by getting to the football that had been knocked loose.
What was your nickname, by the way?
Can you go get me some water, guy, please? The rest of us are playing.
Yeah, right. Too humble. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The CD here, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Escaping the pressure right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And he returns this to the 22. The Bills offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Up the middle, it's Cook. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that.
Rush comes and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
There are plenty of ways for a special teams coach to get excited. And when you block a punt into the end zone and recover for a score, yeah, he's going to be jumping up and down a big way.
And as a punter, you know that clock is ticking. He just didn't get it off in time. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0.
Boswell set to kick off.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And they'll accept that penalty. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the middle with Cook. And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Yeah, this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Slot man moves right. Out of the shotgun, Rush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Extra point now by Boswell. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Let's go now.
Motion man is Shakir.
Go.
Rush working from the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, this defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about...
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And taken at the 46. A beautiful fake. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been off to the races already. A 17-0 lead. Now a chance for more here as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners are stretch out their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic 1st down.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Back to throw, Rush. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Rush. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Niners offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare for defenses to try and contain all year long. NFL leader in rushing yards at the QB position here late in the season. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow.
And they'll run here with Jefferson. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's been terrific all year running the football. You see the season numbers up over 500 yards now for the campaign, and that is really an accomplishment for a quarterback. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. They'll run it here with Brown. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd and 4. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 27 yards. And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half. So that a very nice looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw is Rush. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30. On the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go, shot. Ready.
They go play action with Rush.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them, but the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh, my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Kicking team.
And that flag accepted.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Rush. He'll dump this off to Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Ready.
Cook up the gut. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing here, Rush. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. This will be fielded at the 17.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners are pouring it on. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bills ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Handoff comes to Cook. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Mahomes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
No shortage of impressive moments from him thus far. Now he's halfway to the century mark, and we're still in the first half. There's been no answer for his running ability so far by the defense. I can't wait to see what adjustments they'll have to make during the halftime break.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Mahomes will throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessful. Just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Come on, set. Hut, hut. Hut.
Looking to throw. Rush. That'll be complete to Cook. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
At the 28-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Jared Goff leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting New York Giants. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Finally, on Monday night, Cyber Monday. Put the credit card away and settle in for the Browns and Broncos from Denver. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Niners offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bills offense and Cooper Rush getting set for this next possession. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Here we go, shot.
Samuel in motion.
Ready.
Throwing to start the drive. Rush. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rush. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on third down. Rush. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 67 yards. And the Bills are able to claw one back. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49ers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Niners just continue to roll. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rush. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
Again, it's Cook. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rush. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Samuel in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Rush. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 14. 1st down, 49ers.
Mahomes going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. And not liking what he's seeing here, Mahomes is going to call a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the 49ers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Bills 7. Chris Boswell set.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They run it again with Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set
for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Go! Go! Ready, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run with Jefferson.
Oh, good move. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Oh, what a move. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saquon Barkley scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the 49ers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40.
Automatic 1st down.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40.
Set, go. Set, go.
Operating from the gun. Rush. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Myles Garrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rush. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Rush. In trouble, and he's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Niners are going to be moving on to 12-0 as they extend their lead further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. Will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rush. And he's going to go down again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take.
A first throw for the backup Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martinez. A really nice gain of 25.
Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge
Previous
flag.
play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead. I know we could Pounded a little bit. But going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now.
Here's Rush to throw. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front 7 today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Now 49er pressure, and they get it. It's blocked. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is Cook with the grab. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Back to throw, Rush. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to...
Under pressure, they got him again. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense